All right, hey, Facebook Live. I am starting this going into the bottom of the ninth of this game, all-time greats league game between the Texas Colt 45 and the Rocks. And it's been a back and forth game. The long ball for the 45s has got them back in it. It's tied at 8 going to the bottom of the ninth. And Dutch Leonard is on the mound for the Rocks. And Jeff Bagwell's coming to the plate. So we're getting ready to make that roll. I'm just going to send a quick message. All right. All right, here we go. This is a big roll right here. Bottom of the ninth, and the 45s are up. Tied at 8. Dutch Leonard on the mound. Here's my pitchers over here. My hitters are over here, so you can't really see those. And I score the game on Game Changer. So we're already in the bottom of the ninth, and there's no outs. And here comes my leadoff, Jeff Bagwell. Here we go. And here we go. Drop him in the dice tower. It is a 4-12. So it's not a hitter's roll. He's a dangerous hitter against lefties. 4-12 is going to be against the righty. It's a strikeout. So he struck him out. That's a big out for Leonard right there. But it doesn't get much easier because here comes Sammy Sosa. 2001 Sammy Sosa. So Leonard now against Sosa. Sosa trying to walk it off for the 45s. Here we go. It's a 6-11. So another pitcher roll. 6-11 against the righties. A fly ball right field X. Let's see. His right fielder, just double checking, is Frank Robinson. And Robinson is a 2E5. So we'll see. Here's the roll. It's a 5. Oh, that could be trouble. Let me double check that. 5-2. Oh, man. If it was no, it had to be a 3. Okay, so it's an F2. He doesn't make many errors, so let's see here. E5. On the corner outfield. Uh-oh. 17. 17 on the E5 roll in the corner. Let's check that. Corner E5 is 17 is not there. Not there. So Frank Robinson runs it down, makes the play, and keeps the game tied. So with 2 outs, that brings up Mike Schmidt. Again, doesn't get any easier for Dutch Leonard. Dutch Leonard. Here's Mike Schmidt, 1981. Schmidt trying to walk it off here for the 45, Colt 45. Here we go. We roll. Ooh, it's a 2-6. 2-6 against the lefty is a ground ball shortstop, second base A. So we are going to extra innings. Extra innings here at Thomas Field. I'll change the angle of this just a little bit. There we go. And Dutch pitches a full 9 innings there, so we'll see what his. Although he'll be at his point automatically as his point of weakness if he decides to stay in, so I'm imagining his manager is going to want to switch, and he's texting me what the moves he wants to make. Okay, here we go. We are going to the top of the 10th. Robinson Cano is leading off. 2012 Robinson Cano against 1990 Dennis Eckersley. For the Colt 45 on the mound is Dennis Eckersley. Here's Cano. It's a 3-7. 3-7 against a righty. That's not a 3 is not a strong column. 1 and 2 are, so that's a ground ball shortstop or rather second base again. Ground ball, second base A, out at first. I'm scoring the game on Game Changer. There's out number 1. Now that brings up Dutch's spot. I'm sure he wants to pinch hit here, so let me just see what he wants to do. So I just sent him a quick text, pinch hit here. I'm sure he's going to want to pinch hit for his pitcher. He's going to be at his point of weakness going to the 10th inning because he is an 8. And he will have pitched 2 innings past, or going into his 3rd inning past his number. Okay, yes, he wants to pinch hit. So let's see who... Let's see who he wants to hit with. So the way we do these games, the home team rolls. He wants to hit with Roger Maris. Okay, so I'll come over here and get his 1961 Roger Maris. Let me find him real quick. Roger, where are you on the bench there? Roger Maris, here we go, 1961. All right. So with 1 out, that brings up Maris, pinch hitting for Dutch Leonard. Let's put him in the game. All right, here we go. Dennis Eckersley and Roger Maris. Here's the windup and the pitch and the swing. It's a 4-4 against the lefty. Uh-oh, that's trouble. And that's one of the few trouble spots on Eckersley's card. Look at that. It's a split roll triple double. So 1 to 4 is a triple. It's a 10. So Maris comes in and doubles off of Eckersley. That hurts. Well, me, because I'm the Colt 45 coach. So good for Maris coming in and getting a 1-out double off Eckersley. And here comes his shortstop, Barry Larkin. So with a runner on and 1 out, here's Larkin. Here's the pitch. And the swing. It's a 6-5 against a righty. 6-5 is going to be a strikeout. So Eckersley bounces back with a strikeout there. Larkin. And that brings up Mickey Mantle. Mickey is a little bit worrisome here for me against a right-handed pitcher in Eckersley. I'm going to consider making a pitching change here. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do it. Eckersley, obviously he's great. His card is awesome. But Mick is not near as good against left-handed pitchers as against right. You know what? I've changed my mind. I went out and talked to the pitcher. I was going to change to Franco, but I'm not going to do it. I'm going to stick with Eckersley. Here we go. He's more dangerous against right-handed pitchers, but here we go. It's Mickey Mantle from 1956 and 1990, Dennis Eckersley. Here we go. The windup, the pitch. It's a 6-8, yes. That's a 6-8 is going to be a fly ball left field B, and that is going to get us out of the top of the 10th inning. A little bit scary point right there, but because Eckersley and the Mick, he's a little worrisome. So we go to the bottom of the 10th. Bottom of the 10th, and we'll have a new pitcher on for him. He's messaging me right now, so we'll see who he wants in. Leading off for me, due up is Bullet Joe Rogan. Bullet Joe Rogan, his Hall of Fame card, followed by 1922 Tris Speaker and 1948 Lou Boudreau. So that's who's due up with me. For me, I've got a righty, a lefty, and a righty due up. And And then, so Joe McGinty, that is. Joe McGinty into pitch. So let me find his card. Joe McGinty is his new pitcher. All right, he is a right-hander from 1904. All right, so I'll make that change in Game Changer. We'll take Maris off the mound. Let's see. There he is. All right, so it's McGinty against Bullet Joe. And I may hit for Rogan, Bullet Joe here, but I'm going to take a quick look. I'm going to pinch hit, and I'm going to hit Kenny Lofton, who will come in the game if he stays, and he would stay in the game. So we'll go with Kenny Lofton from 1994 as my pinch hitter. So hopefully Lofton can get on base, and we'll scatter him around the bases. All right, here we go. Kenny Lofton, pinch hitting, bottom of the 10th. 8-8 tie. It is a 3-6. 3's not his strong column. 1 and 2 are. So 3-6 against the righty is going to be a fly ball center field. So Lofton comes in and hits a routine fly out to center, and Mantle makes the play. And we go to Tris Speaker. So with 1 out, here's Tris Speaker due up, hitting against a righty. McGinty. It is a 6-8 against against a left-handed hitter. 6-8 is a fly ball left field B, so another routine fly ball. Duke Snyder makes the play out and left, and that brings up Lou Boudreau. So 2 outs, nobody on. Boudreau does have some pop, though. This is his card from 1948, and he hit 18 home runs. So here's McGinty and Boudreau. The roll, it's a 5-8 against the righty. 5-8. Oh, well, it's a most likely now, but it is a split roll. 1-3 is a double. 1-3 is a double. It is a 6. So it is a fly out to right field. So after all this scoring, late in the game here, nobody can seem to get a hit. All right, so we go to the 11th inning. I'm going to have to make a pitching change. I'm not leaving Eckersley in for a... let me double check here. Eckersley, he has pitched 2 innings, so I am taking him out. Let's see, where am I in my order? My pitcher spot's going to be up. Okay. He's got Duke Snyder due up, so I am going to go ahead and go with John Franco from 1988. All right, I just double check with him to make sure he doesn't want to hit for Duke Snyder. Now, coming in here, Duke is 4 for 5 on the game. It's I couldn't get him out in his first 4 at bats. Yesterday in Game 1, the opening game of the series and opening day of the season, Duke Snyder hit a 3-run homer in the 8th inning. And he says Duke is ready. So here we go. It's John Franco and Duke Snyder. Here's the pitch. It's a 6-5 against the lefty. 6-5 is a pop out to first base. So that works out well for me. Batter out, pop out, first, Bagwell makes the play. That brings up Frank Robinson. Frank Robinson with 1 out, facing John Franco. Here's the windup in the pitch. Uh-oh, that's trouble. Against a lefty, 1-5, 1-5. It would have been a no-doubter if it was a right-handed pitcher, but since it's a left, it's a split roll. 1-7 is a homer, 8-20 is a double. Here we go. It's a 5. So Frank Robinson just goes yard. Giving the Rocks a 9-8 lead. That brings up Rendon. 3-7. 3-7. 3 is a good column for him. Against a lefty, it's a split roll, 1-2 triple. It's an 8, so it's a single. So a single for Rendon. That brings up Dolph Camilli in 1941, his first baseman. All right, it's 9-8 now. The Rocks in the top of the 11th. The windup and the pitch. The D20 is an 8, so it's nothing. And all right, that's why I do it. I roll them all at the same time. If it's obviously 1 or 2, it's a potential pass ball or wild pitch. So it's a 5-7 against the lefty. 5-7 is going to be a ground ball shortstop X. So I may have a double play ball here with my shortstop, who is Boudreaux. Boudreaux is a 1E18. So it's most likely a double play. It's an 11. That 11, of course, is going to be a G1. And then E18 for shortstop. And 8. Again, let me double check something. I want to make sure I'm looking at the right one. Yeah, E18 for shortstop. And it is an 8 roll, and that is not present. So it is going to be a double play, ball in play, ground ball, batter out, double play, 6, 4, 3. That ends the top of the 11th. All right, so we go to the bottom of the 11th inning. Mickey Cochran, my catcher, leading off in my pitcher spot. So we'll be pinch hitting again. I'm about to have to get to a point where I stick with the pitcher for a while if we go really long into this. All right, here we go. Mickey Cochran leading off against Joe McGinnity. Bottom of the 11th inning. The pitch and the swing. It's a 3-12. 3-12, McKinney's a righty. 3-12 is a ground ball, third base A. So a routine ground ball out at first, across the diamond, and that is it. So, my pinch hitter for my pitcher is going to be Hank Greenberg. Hank Greenberg from 1938 will step in to face McGinnity. Greenberg is a dangerous threat. He hit 58 home runs in 1938. So here we go. 1 out. Mark my 1 out here. Sometimes I forget to move my... Occasionally, I just now moved that one over. But I'm scoring it on Game Changer, so I know where we're at all the time. Okay, here we go. 1 out. And McGinnity to Greenberg. The windup, the pitch, and the swing. It's a 5-7 against the right-hander. 5-7. Oh, man. A 5-6 would have been most likely a hit. A 5-7 is a ground ball, second base X. His second baseman is Robinson Cano. He's a 1E6. 6, that's a G1. E6 for second base. 17 is the roll. Second base, E6. No 17 there. It's Got a 3, a 16, and an 18. So Cano makes a diving stop, gets up, throws the runner out. And they're 1 out away from winning game 2 of the series. And that brings up Freddie Sanchez, my second baseman. I'm going to pinch hit for Sanchez here. My other second baseman, Eddie Collins from 1914. So Collins, 1914. Here it is, 2 outs. Bottom of the 11th. Collins steps in to face McGinnity. Collins, a left-handed hitter. Here's the windup and the pitch and the swing. It's a 1-7. A 1-7 against a righty. Could be a triple. It's a split roll. 1 to 11 is a triple. Or if it's 12 or more, it's ball game. It's a 3. So Collins triples, and with 2 outs, the tying run is at third. That brings up Jeff Bagwell. Bagwell is a beast against lefties. Not quite as much against righties, so I may pinch hit, but I'm going to look. I'm going to just look here and see. I'm about run out of hitters. I do have Jim Thome on the bench going against a right-hander. And he could come in and play first, if he happens to tie it. Let's see what we got here. You know what? Yeah, I'm definitely going to do that. Oh, he just mentioned he wants to make a pitching change. So he's going to take we're communicating here. Makes it fun. We're competing. I'm rolling the game, but he's telling me the moves he wants to make. I'm telling him I'm pinch hitting with Thome. So Thome is going to come in to pinch hit. He decided McGinnity was staying in, so I'm pinch hitting with Jim Thome, who had 52 home runs in 2002, and obviously had over 600 home runs in his career. So Bagwell's going to be out of the game. Thome will replace him if he happens to tie it. And now that I've announced Thome, he's thinking about, it's okay, here's the great thing about baseball. And obviously a delay in the game, but hey, this would be happening. The managers are I'm going to send him a picture of Thome's card. I don't think I have anybody left that I could pull if he makes the change. So I'm going to send this to him. I have a feeling he may go to a left-hander here then. And I am all out of options. I believe I'm going to double check my bench here. Yep. I'm out. I've pinch hit. I've started pinch hitting in this game in the 5th inning, so that always makes it dicey. So probably would be a good move for him to switch to a left-handed pitcher right here. He kind of has the advantage in the way things played out. Tommy still has that walk-off, has that home run pop against the left-handed pitcher, but not near as much for one, and his on-base percentage in the 3 column is way down. Okay, on-base percentage. So I'm waiting to see. Okay, he wants to bring in Rube Waddell. Rube is going to be the left-handed pitcher to come in to try and get the last out. So let me grab Rube's card over here. Fun game, back and forth, all these moves and decisions. Ah, man, where is Rube? I know he's in here somewhere. There he is. All right, here we go. He's pinch hitting, and we're going to have the roll. And I have a feeling it's going to be a win or a loss. It's not going to be another inning. So we're going to, McGinnity is out. Here comes in Rube. Rube Waddell, where is he? There he is. All right, here we go. All right, Waddell takes the mound. Collins at third base. Collins and Tommy up to bat. Here's Rube. The windup and the pitch. It's a 2-5. 2-5 against the lefty is a strikeout. So if it was against the righty, it would have been a 1-2 split for a single. Just to roll that in case he had left him in, it would have been an out anyway. And that is the ball game. Tommy goes down on strikes, and the Rocks win the second game of the series 9-8. They starting off the season 2-0, and the Colt 45 starting off at home have yet to have a win, and they're on 2. So that's the ball game. It was a good fun one. I joined you. It still ended up being kind of long, so imagine how long it would have been if I had done it from the beginning. We joined in the 9th inning, and you got to see it roll from there. Thanks for being here.